One of the most interesting and fun stories for this Phoenix Suns team that currently sits 6th in the Western Conference has been that of center slash guard slash sometimes point guard Bol Bol. Bol Bol has been incredible this season at not only dribbling the ball and doing things that a guard would do, but also being able to block shots. In this first clip, what we're going to see is Bol Bol is going to be guarding a wing, essentially, here in Taurean Prince. Obviously, Bol Bol is 7'3", sometimes 7'4", and sometimes 7'5", depending on who you'd ask, and he's guarding somebody who's probably likely slotted at the 3 or the 2 position as a shooting guard in Taurean Prince. Now, usually this is a tough cover. A center on a shooting guard, that's usually a tough cover for the center. But Bol Bol is something different. I mean, you just see right here. Look how high his hand is up here. It's all the way up here. I mean, it's just kind of incredible when you watch players like this. And when we did our little film review on Victor Wembanyama, it's just incredible how high these players can get. And Bol Bol, as Shaq would say, is kind of a mini Victor Wembanyama without all the kind of intangibles that he has. Right here, as we have Bol Bol here isolated on Taurean Prince, Taurean Prince tries to kind of step into the three-point line and make Bol Bol back up a little bit so that he can potentially get off a step-back 3. There's only 9 seconds left on the shot clock right here, so there's not a whole bunch of time to kind of get a shot off, and he tries to get a shot off. Right here, I paused the clip right here so you guys can see. There's a pretty good amount of space between Bol Bol and Taurean Prince. If Bol Bol was 3 inches shorter, a normal 7-foot center, probably gets the shot off and is able to make the 3. But Bol Bol, I mean, that hand is probably at least at 8 feet, 9 feet, and he's able to kind of tip this basketball and it goes well short, and Sabian Lee is able to get that rebound. This is just showcasing here the length and reach of somebody like Bol Bol and the dimension it adds to his game and adds to the Suns as a whole. In this next clip right here, I want to really focus on the lineup that the Phoenix Suns have utilized Bol Bol in. Specifically when they have both Devin Booker, Grayson Allen, Bol Bol, and Jusuf Nurkic. Basically running 2 centers, as Bol Bol is kind of a center, as well as having Jusuf Nurkic. And I think this lineup has really unlocked Bol Bol, because guarding somebody like Anthony Davis is really tough for Bol Bol, just because he doesn't have that girth. As you see, he's just not the biggest of guys in the world in terms of width, whereas Jusuf Nurkic this season has definitely improved his play in terms of physicality and being able to rebound the basketball. Watching this whole game through, you saw that Jusuf Nurkic arguably dominated his matchup versus Anthony Davis in terms of rebounding the basketball and everything of that nature. By putting Bol Bol at the 4 position, it makes him basically a complete mismatch for anybody that's going to be guarding him. Right here, we have Spencer Dinwiddie in this clip guarding him, and Kevin Durant is still out here, and basically with this lineup, they have 3 7-footers, which is kind of incredible to have as an offensive unit, and have 4 people on the court being able to shoot threes in Devin Booker, Grayson Allen, Kevin Durant, and Bol Bol. Right here you see Bol Bol is being matched up with Spencer Dinwiddie. He's going to try to drive right by him. Another thing that Bol Bol does really well is drive. He played point guard last year for the Magic, and he's able to have those point guard-like skills and able to make passes out of it. And it's a clear mismatch right here. He probably has at least 6 inches on Spencer Dinwiddie. He's able to kind of rise up, shoot over, and make that easy kind of drop in. And this is all possible because of that lineup I was talking about. Even though Bol Bol has the ball, there's still spacing on the court, and he's able to act like a point guard in this specific play. And Jusuf Nurkic, although he isn't able to space the court for him, is able to provide the defensive IQ and the defensive girth that they need to guard a lineup featuring Anthony Davis and LeBron James, which is one of the bigger in the league. Right here in this next clip, we have Devin Booker getting doubled right here. And he's being doubled with Anthony Davis and Austin Reeves. This is usually something that opponents like to do, specifically in the 4th quarter versus the Phoenix Suns, and it's been why they've been struggling in terms of offensive rating in the fourth quarter, because a lot of times teams will double Devin Booker and Kevin Durant and make it pretty impossible for them to get the ball to those two players. And their other positions on the court besides Grayson Allen and Royce O'Neal have really been struggling this season. This is where Bol Bol comes in. So right here, we have Bol Bol kind of playing the 4/center position. It feels like Jusuf Nurkic and Bol Bol kind of come as a package deal, as we talked about earlier, because Jusuf Nurkic comes with that size and girth that Bol Bol just doesn't have. Bol Bol Saben Lee passes the ball to Jusuf Nurkic right here, and he has a really good option to kind of go up right here. Anthony Davis is really in no position to contest all the way out here, kind of running in. And Jusuf Nurkic sees that Hachimura is going to kind of go up, try to contest him, and he's going to kind of wrap it around to Bol Bol right here. And because of Bol Bol's height, you'd think, okay, we talked earlier about how Bol Bol doesn't have the girth to contest with somebody like Anthony Davis. And right here, he's able to showcase just how he's able to use his height even on somebody as tall as 6'11" Anthony Davis. 7'3" beats 6'11", and because he's already in position and doesn't need to fight for position with somebody like Anthony Davis, he's able to get the ball over the rim and score 2 points over probably one of the best defenders in the league, specifically at the center position. This last clip right here, we see Grayson Allen gets the ball, passes it to the wing position, and we have them driving in. And this features here kind of the different dimension that Bol Bol adds. In this clip, they have him paired with Drew Eubanks, their other center that they like to play, and Bol Bol gets kind of an outlet pass right here. Usually a player of his height, he isn't able to shoot the three, and that really kind of hampers 7-footers in general, because if you're not able to shoot the three, you're not able to space the floor. And so essentially here, they treat him like a 7-foot center, not realizing that this isn't no normal center. This is Bol Bol. He gets the pass right here. Rui kind of contests him right here, does a great job of kind of jumping at him. But Bol Bol, just because Bol Bol has that threat of three, but he's also a great closeout attacker. And so he attacks the closeout, is able to get right by him. Jackson Hayes kind of steps up right here, trying to contest him at the rim, because most of the time players like this are very limited in kind of their mid-range game, kind of that game between this circle and kind of like the three-point line essentially. But Bol Bol, he has a pretty good package. Last year playing in Orlando, I feel like really helped him out with this. He's able to get it over, once again, like a 7-8 foot kind of contest, and able to get a drop, kind of a teardrop floater into the bucket, and makes that shot. And that just shows you the value of Bol Bol. His defensive versatility and ability to block guards and defend them. His ability to also play on the offensive end and attack closeouts, make the three-point shot, and also allow spacing on the floor so that players like Devin Booker and Kevin Durant can really operate with a lot more space. And his defensive versatility in terms of having 3 7-footers on the court when they play with Jusuf Nurkic, Bol Bol, and Kevin Durant, which is just incredible length and size to have on the court. If you guys like this content and want to see more Phoenix Suns content or more film reviews in general, please like and subscribe and comment below on your favorite Suns player. Thank you.